And as I'm saying it, I'm thinking, what?
It is so Brent.
It is so Brent, but I'm very David Brent, like, unfortunately. But, like,
I love that you embrace it, though.
I know.
I can't let you go without really quickly, briefly touching on No Context Hearn. Because I think when we spoke in 2017 on the old podcast, I don't think that was about then.
Might have been launching.
Maybe it just started. Now, you're a meme icon, but you're also a very professional boxing promoter.
Yeah.
Can those two merge? And what do you think about
I guess it's been, there are still half of the population think I created No Context Hearn, right? And I'll be honest, it's exactly the kind of thing I do, right? I think it would be really smart of me to have created that. But it's a guy called Andy who works for the NHS years ago, just sent me a DM and went, look, I watch all your interviews. I want to do this No Context thing it's about. And like, do you mind? And I'm like, who the fuck's going to watch that?
So he asked you before he did it. That's nice. Very courteous.
And I was like, yeah, no probs. Anyway, next thing, it's like 5,000 followers, 20,000, 50,000, 100,000, and it's everywhere. And I'm like, and then he DM'd me again. He goes, listen, I want to bring out a range of mugs and T-shirts with your quotes on. And I'm thinking, well, I said them, but do I own them? You know what I mean?
It's your face.
So, no face. It's just the text, right?
Right.
And that No Context Hearn handle, which is now not even mine, right? So I just went to him, listen, if you put 25% of the profits into this children's hospice that we work to, I said, crack on. Anyway, next thing, he sent a cheque to the hospice for like 20 grand or something like that. I was like, this is unbelievable. But I
so it's made over 100 grand.
Mugs. You know what I mean? So, like, it's just become, it's weird because I can't say, you know, it baffles me now, and I know this sounds a bit muggy, like, I walk down a street, everyone knows me. Right? And I'm like, that can't just be from boxing.
Because you didn't have it before so much.
I did, but like not on the level it's on now.
Yeah.
Like sitting out today in the West End, just having a coffee. Like everyone walked past. Eddie, all right, mate? Oh, mate. Hey, Joshua, blah, blah. And then, oh, go on then. Oh, and I'm like, what? Like, and it must be like, and I do a lot of alternative media like this sort of stuff, stuff like that. So I don't know. It's wild, and it's a new, like I'm not on TikTok.
Right.
My daughters are on TikTok, and I just every now and again I watch them, and I'm all over it on their TikTok. And she's like, "Oh, Dad, look, you're on TikTok." I said, "I'm not on TikTok. I'm not on TikTok.
Yeah.
Trust me." She's like, "You are. Look, I'm looking at it. I'm like, it's fucking everywhere." And it's like, but people will like genuinely will come out, and I just said like, "Okay, go on, do the one where you." It's like. I'll be on a train and someone sit next to me, and I find like my fame levels are like tiny compared to like Joshua and people like that, but I just find it baffling how people will just like stare and like it's like just the phone. So like I'll be on a train like that, and like you're me, right? Obviously, and someone's going,
oh, I hate that.
Like that, and it's like, and you know,
it's so obvious.
So every now and again, I'll just go. Like that. And they'll be like this.
Yeah, and they shit themselves.
But the amount of times they're just staring, and then they'll go, "Go on, do it."
Do you go? Like, oh, go on then.
And I'm like, I never thought it would end up like this.
Do you do it?
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, like you can never take yourself too seriously, and that is just. I realised the size of it when Liverpool won the Premier League. Virgil van Dijk got in the change room, and the first thing he did was post a No Context Hearn, and it was me walking in the change room and going, "Job done. Here we go. La-di-da. Nice drop of whiskey. Everyone's a winner," or something like that. And he posted it, and I was like, I sent him a DM, and I was like, "Mate, congrats!" And like he goes, "Oh, he's like massive fan. I love all your stuff." You don't really like my boxing shows. You like my memes,
love it.
You know, and he ended up coming on the podcast, and it was like,
sick.
But I feel like if you take yourself too seriously, like it's like taking photos with people. Who are you to say, "Oh no,
yeah"?
Like, or someone says to me, "Go on, do the one, you cheeky little fucker," you know, and I'm like, "You cheeky little fucker," and he's like, just do it to my mate, Dave. do it to Dave. Hi, Dave, you cheeky little fucker. Oh, brilliant, and also Tony. But it's like, you know,
Eddie, two things I want to finish on. I want to quickly show you a compilation of these No Context, and you just rattle off what the context is. So what's this one?
yesterday's news. Out of the way. Excuse me, we're coming in.
So that was me talking about the boxing promoters
Right.
around the world, all having a go at me. So I was like, listen, I'm not listening to them. Boring, old, irrelevant, out the way. Excuse me, I'm coming through.
Sounds like my old YouTube videos about other YouTubers.
That video, that interview right there, there was about that was go on then. That was
Mate, I've got a couple in here now.
Yeah, I was just off on one.
I love
I
it.
was just like, you know.
I love it.
So you're going to go, or, and we're going to go, shoo. So this could possibly be my greatest David Brent moment.
What's that?
So that was just talking about like the rise of Matchroom versus everybody else. So I was like, they're just going to go, I said, the pay-per-view, they're going to go, shum. And we're just going to go, shum. And as I'm saying it, I'm thinking, what the fuck?
It is so Brent.
It is so Brent, but I'm very David Brent, like, unfortunately. But, like,
I love that you embrace it, though.
I know.
Hearn, he's fucking this and he's done that and he's done that and he's done that.
But again, the same interview as there's about 4 or 5 pervs in it. That was just me impersonating, I think, Frank Warren and Bob Arum.
Right.
Like their interviews where, like, Coogan will say to him, I did an interview yesterday with Eddie Hearn. And it's, oh, fucking Hearn! And they're like, they just start sweating and going red. So that was explaining them.
Love it.
Man queuing up here, we've got punnies and strawberries. My darling, you with a headband, you are different gravy.
That's probably my favourite one of all time. So that was, we had a show in Hull, and one of my fighters and a good friend, Tommy Coyle, his family owned a strawberry stall
Right.
in the market, right? And I did a press conference, and I said to Tommy Coyle, I'll tell you what, like, I should come work on your stall because I would smash it on the strawberries. He's like, well, come and do a bit then. I went, yeah, fucking all right then. So I went down to the market in Hull, and obviously I think Coogan was filming.
You went
it.
down there just for that?
I was doing a press conference, and we just walked down like in Hull, and I just started selling punnets of strawberries. Love it. Love it. Do you know how rewarding it is to get £1 for a punnet of strawberries?
Did you sell many?
Yeah, loads. But that was like, she walked past. I went, you, my darling, you with a headband. She had a headband. You are different gravy.
Do you know which footballer I've seen use that all the time?
Yeah.
Alan St Maximin.
But now every club,
yeah.
when one of their players wears a headband, they go, you with a headband, you are different gravy. I mean, it's just like...
That's so
I
good.
love it. I got 2 more. I can't probably play too much of that. But
yeah, it's like Coogan, who's in the video with me, like, since I started in boxing, he started his own YouTube channel, which has gone on to be hugely successful.
Yeah.
And we just used to go all over the country, like, to press conferences, but I'd drive everywhere and he'd bum a lift.
Right.
And, like, I'd just do something stupid and he'd go, oh, mate, I've got to film this. And I'm like, oh, fuck. So, like, that was just putting on, like, a garage song. And I was just like, you know, I think doing 90 miles an hour down the motorway at the time.
I love it. I think he interviewed me once
Yeah.
when I was in your back garden for fight
that's
camp,
right.
and I didn't have a fucking clue what he was asking me. There we go. Last one.
Welcome to the weigh-in for Fight Camp. We're nearly there. Eddie Hearn joins us again, and
That one is my favourite.
we are live.
But that's not even no context. That's
No.
actually real life. So that was the fight camp weigh-in. And Andy Scott, went, we're going live in 5 minutes. So I went, all right, no problems, yeah? Like a minute later, he turns to me and he goes, Eddie, here we are live. So I think it's a rehearsal, right? Because 1, it's not 5 minutes. And 2, he doesn't even look like we're live. So he's gone, Eddie, here we go, about to weigh in for fight camp. I'm like, Shimon, motherfuckers. And he went, and I went, we're not live, are we? We are live. I mean, that went everywhere. That was wildfire. That was. Do you know what I mean?
That's the best thing
amount
you've
of
ever
people,
done.
For all the people who stop me and go, oh, go on then. The amount of, Shimon, motherfuckers. Like, it's like, Eddie, Shimon, motherfuckers. Yeah, you know, go on, do it. Oh, Shimon, motherfucker. Yeah, nice one, Eddie. It's like, oh.
That's the best thing ever.